Hey guys, welcome back to the I Love Football channel. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment below so we can know your thoughts on our video. So, as you know, the 2021-2022 English Premier League season is upon us. We're basically still in a pandemic, so it's like gonna be um, it's gonna take a lot of extra work for the Premier League to put these games together and to make sure everything flows smoothly. And players are gonna have to be tested weekly and to just ensure that they have no uh, COVID 19 virus. And I believe fans will be welcomed back into the stadiums, but they have to either present a negative test or be fully vaccinated, if I'm not mistaken. But, anyways, today in this video, I just wanted to give you guys my final prediction of the Premier League table. So, in first place, I have Man City. I think Man City has a very strong squad, and they'll be strengthening even further with Jack Grealish and potentially Harry Kane to join the team. And I believe they'll put up a strong uh, feat towards regaining the title. In second place, I have Chelsea, the team that I support. I believe Chelsea will be the closest to put up a fight with Manchester City. And I actually think that this competition this year will be a close one. As Chelsea is also strengthening, they just brought in Romelu Lukaku, and they're also looking to bring in Jules Koundé and potentially another midfielder. So Chelsea means serious business. Um, as a Chelsea fan, I would like them to win, but I'm also trying to be realistic as well, as much as possible. In third place, just behind those two guys, we have Manchester United. They added Jadon Sancho and Rafael Varane so far, and I think they'll probably add another person or two. But Manchester United is also strengthening, and they've been with Ole for a while now, and the crop of players that they have also been playing together for a while. In fourth place, I have Liverpool. This is due to the fact that Liverpool has been the quietest of the top four this season in terms of summer spendings and transfers. They only brought in Konate, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure who else Liverpool will bring in. I'm hearing of players leaving. Well, Wijnaldum left, and I'm also hearing of Oxlade-Chamberlain leaving. Um, who else? I believe they might have Divock Origi leaving as well, if he hasn't left us yet. And I haven't really heard of anyone coming in, so I put them in fourth place. Fifth place, Leicester. Leicester brought in a lot of good guys this summer, but I think it will take some of those guys to, excuse me, it will take some of those guys to acclimatize to the Premier League and to perform to their utmost best. But I wouldn't be surprised if Leicester is in the top four come the end of the season, but I have them in fifth realistically. I have Tottenham in sixth. This was kind of like I was a bit iffy about this. I wasn't sure if I wanted them in sixth, if I thought they would come in sixth, like based on how they played against Chelsea in the Mind series game. They kind of looked a little bit frail, and seeing that they're losing their top striker, Harry Kane, for the past few seasons, and their main player. I mean, they still have Son, they still have Dele Alli, they still have Lucas Moura, and they probably will bring in forward to replace Kane if he leaves. And if Kane stays, I mean, there's still the potential possibility of them performing at a high level. So I have them in sixth place. In seventh place, I have Arsenal. I have Arsenal in seventh because we can see they're going through a transitional period right now. It's harder for them to lose players because no one really wants to buy their players because they're just not that good. But we can see where Arsenal is putting out the effort to bring in new talent and fresh faces for the team. They've brought in Ben White, they've brought in Lokonga, and they've brought in Tavares at left back. So I believe this will add some freshness and kind of refresh the squad to play better this season. I think they still have some work to be done up front. In the forward line, I don't see a Lacazette or Aubameyang being that good this season. Sorry, but with that being said, I think Arsenal will do a place better than they did last season, and I think they'll finish seventh. In eighth place, however, I have West Ham. West Ham have been superb last season. They were superb. They have been great in their preseason friendlies. They even beat Atalanta 2-0 the other day. But I still think West Ham could do with another star player, probably a star striker. But who knows? We have a few weeks left in the transfer season, so they have some work to do. And if they do that work, they could finish even higher. But as it stands, I have them in eighth place. Aston Villa, I have Aston Villa in ninth place. Aston Villa have brought in Emiliano Buendia, Ashley Young, Leon Bailey, Danny Ings, and I believe Axel Tuanzebe from Manchester United. But I still think it will take at least a year or two for these new guys to mesh with the team that they already have, but they have a good squad. So I see them finishing in the top half of the table. Everton, I have Everton in 10th place. Um, I'm not sure who Everton brought in, but I'm almost sure Bernard left Everton permanently. Not that that really impacts the team, anyways. But I think Everton will do well enough to finish in a top 10 place. Next, in 11th place, I have Leeds United. Leeds United. I think they'll do well. Marcelo Bielsa is a very good coach. He has had them punching above their weight. Even last season, they put up a lot of fight against the so-called big teams in the Premier League, and I expect them to survive the drop and finish at the top part of the bottom half. This next, well, you can call it this season or next season. In 12th place, I have Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace will have a slightly younger side compared to last season. We had a lot of guys leaving on free transfers. Like, oh yeah, for Everton, they brought in Townsend, Andros Townsend from Crystal Palace. And they also brought in Asmir Begovic as well. But with Crystal Palace, they lost a few players on free transfers. Gary Cahill left, Andros Townsend left, and I'm sure a few other players have left. But majority of those players were on the older side. So Crystal Palace is trying to trim their average age, the average age of their team. So they brought in Mark Guehi from Chelsea. They brought in Conor Gallagher on loan. Mark Guehi on a permanent. They brought in another player from Reading. I can't remember his name right now. It's almost at the top of my mind, but I don't want to butcher his name. They are also looking to bring in another few players. I believe I think they also brought in another guy, but I can't remember who right now. They also have a younger, fresh coach in the form of Patrick Vieira, who I think will refresh the team with new, modern, fresh coaching ideas. And I really hope they do well. So I'm putting them at number 12. So 12th place in the league. Brentford, I think Brentford will do well, to be honest. Brentford, they're coming in with a top striker in Ivan Toney. Their manager Thomas Frank has been with them since 2018, I believe, and they almost clinched promotion the last year, and they did it this time around. I believe it's Brentford's first time ever in the Premier League, and if you guys remember carefully, Saeed Benrahma, that now plays for West Ham, he used to be a Brentford player, and he was superb for them. I believe Brentford has the players to survive the drop. And if Ivan Toney can stay in form, I believe he will bag a good amount of goals, more than 10, to be honest. And that will help them, that should help them to survive and be in 13th place. Wolves. Wolves, for me, I have Wolves in 14th place. Wolves, to me, has been on the decline a little bit. And I don't know whether they'll get much worse or if they'll improve. Their current manager, I forgot his name. Forgive me. I think it's Bruno Lage. But anyways, he is new. He's not tested and tried and proven in the Premier League, so we're yet to see how he performs. But I believe Wolves. I'm not sure if they've added that much new players. I believe they added Junior Firpo from Barcelona, which should give them some stability in the back. He's a left back, but I don't really think they'll do that well. A lot of people say Wolves play negative football. Maybe not as negative as Burnley, but I just see Wolves in 14th place, to be honest. In 15th place, Newcastle. I mean, I don't think a lot of Newcastle fans will disagree with me because Newcastle only survived in the Premier League by the skin of their teeth. And I believe if they are able to wrap up the deal for Joe Willock, it will help them to finish in the mid half of the bottom half, the mid part of the bottom half. I don't see them doing better than 15th, personally. So in 16th place, I have Southampton. So Chelsea. Well. To begin, Southampton lost Danny Ings to Aston Villa, and they've recently signed two Chelsea academy products on a permanent deal. Most notably, Tino Livramento is a very promising right back, and they're looking to sign or tie up a deal for Armando Broja that plays for Chelsea. He's an 18-year-old striker, and he did very well in the Dutch league last season, where he played for Vitesse Arnhem, and he scored a good amount of goals. Sorry, Armando Broja is 19 years old, and he scored 10 goals on loan for Vitesse in the league. I'm not sure how much overall, but he's a very good, talented player. He signed a new 5-year contract with Chelsea, so they have high hopes for him and for his future. And the guy is a tank. He did very well in the preseason friendlies as well, and I believe this loan should give him the experience he needs to excel and succeed in the Premier League for years to come. So to finish it off, I don't have much to say about these other guys, but Watford I have in 17th. I think they'll just survive. Norwich, Billy Gilmore is there. I hope he gets as much experience as he should. Hate that he's gonna be playing in a team that's gonna be in a relegation battle. But honestly, I think Norwich is they're going down again. Burnley, they play dead negative football in my opinion. I have them in 19th place. They're going down. And Brighton, I just don't see where Brighton will be finishing um, any further up the table. I They lost Ben White. I think they probably lost a few other players. Probably brought in a few other players as well. I think they brought in another right back from Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken. And they also have Tariq Lamptey that they signed from Chelsea last season. Brighton, I don't see Brighton doing any better than 20th. If they don't even come in at 20th place, I think they'll get relegated. So, guys, that's my prediction, my table prediction for the 2021 to 2022 English Premier League table. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, please remember to share, please remember to subscribe and comment below so I can know your thoughts as well. You can even comment your predictions below. Let me know if you agree with my predictions, and let me know if you have any suggestions for future videos. Take care, guys.